You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I am Caden. This is G Sunday. This is always G Block. And I'm here with my co-hosts.
You already know who it is. It's the Commissioner Trio Dollar Bill, baby. You already know it's LLG for life. We the mighty boxing bros. It's time to get activated.
That's right. It's time to get activated. And the first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros was Mayweather versus John Gotti III, worth the money. So a lot of people were saying this exhibition was boring. It wasn't worth the $50 that they spent. We're going to show you a brief highlight of, or one of the highlights of the fight, I should say, which is right here when Floyd Mayweather fired the ref in the middle of the fight. So you see Floyd threw a looping right hook, and John Gotti was complaining, saying it was behind the head, and Floyd disagreed. And so basically, we'll pause it here. But Floyd argued and basically told the ref to get out of the ring. And so it ended up happening. The ref left the ring, and then another ref came in to finish the fight. So Dollar Bill, was the fight worth the money? And also, what was your reaction to the whole ref situation?
That just shows you right then and there when the fighter can tell the ref, get out the ring and get me another round. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you paid for. It should have been a $5 admission fee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
You know how you go to one of those things, you get $5 and you know it goes towards, you know, the Jimmy Fund, something like that. You know how you go to and the sponsors is going towards animals, you know what I'm saying? Should have been one of those, you know what I'm saying? I think the only thing that was interesting that night was seeing the young homie get that first round stoppage against somebody he shouldn't even been in the ring with. And I think that was more funny because I was sitting there watching it just joking and clowning like, this guy looked like a deer headlights, you know what I'm saying?
What about Terrell Morton?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is going on? You know, talk about get your fight, you know, that guy.
They said he didn't fight in like 6 years. And he fought like 3 weight classes below.
And it wasn't even boxing.
Did you see the way he walked in? Like he was shaking everyone's hands, you know. I was like, oh, this man.
They gave him free tickets. They gave him all. They didn't even have to pay him. They gave him free tickets, you know, and you get food. Use the coupon for some food. You know what I'm saying? You get a free. But yeah, other than that, you know, I don't think it was worth the $50. Mayweather, you gotta give these people a little something what they want to see. I heard that they're trying to make the Victor Ortiz fight next. I think that would get a little people's blood boiling if y'all really throwing punches, because I seen Victor's exhibition and that was like a friendly sparring with, you know what I'm saying, with your loved one, you know? Nobody was landing no real, you know.
Victor got a real fight coming up next week. So
yeah, man. Well, maybe this was like a little sparring. Maybe that's what it was. But Victor didn't even look like Victor. Victor looked a little like he packed on the weight. You know what I'm saying?
My man Victor's eating good. Leave Victor alone.
Hey, I know. Yeah, I was like, is that Victor or Andy?
That's pandemic weight.
I was like, is that Andy Ruiz or Victor Ortiz? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who that was. You know,
you're pushing it now. You're pushing it.
and then I see them in there, so I know they're gonna try to make that. And I also heard about an exhibition between the great Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather that probably would get some fans excited. But this ain't it. Nobody wanted to see you beat on the Teflon Don's great grandson. That's not what we wanted to see. But, you know. But you know, he figures like right now he can rob the game. You know, and his young kids have never seen Floyd fight before, a professional fight. So a lot of people are going to these fights, getting a chance to see him for the first time. You know, people that were new to boxing and stuff like that, and heard all these great things about Floyd. We get to see a little shell of what Floyd used to be and get that feeling like we used to get where Floyd used to fight real fights, you know? But nah, I'm just No, this wasn't worth no $50. Should have been $5, maybe even 10. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Floor
it.
seats, floor seats.
You know what I'm saying? $15 meet and greet.
Hey, if Chris Brown can get 1,000 for those meet and greet with them women, then hey, I understand where you're coming from, but I actually have a different opinion. I think you know what you paid for. Like you get what you paid for. At this point, Floyd isn't Floyd of old. You know that he's not the guy he was, you know, at the peak of his career. He's a 47-year-old man fighting an exhibition. But with that being said, the guy did outweigh him by a good 20, 25 pounds, was much bigger than Floyd. And that's a type of fight you normally wouldn't see. You normally wouldn't see that size differential. You normally wouldn't see that in the ring. So you got to give Floyd credit for that. He's taking on someone who's much bigger than him, who's younger, much younger than him, because I think he's 16 years older than John Gotti III. So he's taking on someone who's much younger than him, much bigger than him, and still outclassing him. For what it's worth, that's impressive. Like, we're talking about Floyd Money Mayweather, so his standard and his expectations are out of this world. But you really just saw basically like a 50-year-old dude schooling a 30-year-old, like it's nothing. So to me, if you're someone who understands that, then you don't feel robbed for the $50. You know what Floyd is. If you were expecting Floyd to go in there and steamroll dude and knock him out, then you paid for the wrong event, because that's not what Floyd does. That hasn't been Floyd since 130, 135. So just saying that you were disappointed in paying the money, I don't know what you were expecting to see. I thought John Gotti III complained too much to the referees. Every time he was in trouble, he looked for the refs to bail him out. Like, I don't know if he was saying he's hitting too hard. This is exhibition. Like, what was he saying? I don't know what he was saying to the referee. So to me, that was a bit annoying. It's like at some point in a boxing ring, you got to get your justice your way. If someone hits you behind the head, you got to hit them back behind the head. If someone hits you low and they keep going low, at some point you got to go low. You got to force the ref to take control of the fight. And that's like a professional type of rule. Like, Vasily wasn't even hip to that when he was fighting Orlando Salido in their first fight. He was getting roughed up and he was just trying to still be professional, like amateur style. It's like, nah, you in the big leagues, dog. If they get 30, you got to get 32, especially if the ref's not helping. But overall, to me, bro, like Floyd, still his athleticism, his ability, still at his age, it's like you can tell if he wanted to fight someone like an official fighter at, say, 154, one of these mediocre type fighters, he can get in there and still win. But like you said, he is milking the game in terms of he's fighting these guys who aren't boxers or whatever, but he still has tremendous skill. And to me, it was like a throwback watching Floyd do his thing. Like the announcer said it, Floyd's playing his greatest hits. That's, to me, is what it's like. Floyd is like a singer on tour, just playing their greatest hits, and having fun in there. It's serious to the guys who are fighting him, but to him, he's just in there playing his greatest hits. That's how I see it. So to me, it was worth the $50 if you paid it.
If you paid it. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We're the Boxer Bros. We just getting started.